Okay. It's actually, this was too easy. This is where I want to record. Okay, let's see, math department. Okay. So you can actually type a matrix in the calculator. So the problem that we just did, actually, I'll do example 3. If you hit alpha zoom, you can actually type in a matrix right here. We have 2 rows, but 3 columns. So 6, 8, 10, -2. You gotta put negative, not minus. Otherwise, the calculator will freak out. 5/3. That works. 7 minus 1/3. And actually, the calculator only does order of operations, so you have to actually be mindful. Put that in parentheses, please. Alpha, zoom, -3, 0 is fine, 12, 9, 5. And that's what we got earlier, right? So it does it for you, which is really nice. And we'll do multiplication. The multiplication by hand, it's a little weird, so just bear with me. In order to multiply matrices, you actually have to have this and this line. What I mean by that is that your left matrix is A, your right matrix is B. I'll put this as a text box. The columns of the left matrix must equal the rows of the right matrix. Very, very important. Otherwise, you have something we call a mismatch. Okay, very important. The columns of the left matrix must equal the rows of the right matrix. So this is a 2 by 3. That's a 3 by 1. So those match up, so we're okay. Now, how do you actually do this? How does this process work? So this is what I like to do. I call this row 1, row 2, and I call this column 1. What you do is you multiply row 1 with column 1. Hold on, let me fix that. Row 1 with column 1, and you multiply row 2 with column 1. What does that mean exactly, though? Here's what you do. That's row 1. That's column 1. So you're going to multiply 1 with 10, add it to 2 times 10, add it to 3 times 30. The combination of all those products will be your row 1 C1. Then row 2 C1 will be right. No, because what you're doing is you're lining them up. So the first number here lines up with the first number here. Second number, third number, third number. Oh, that's how it works. I know it's a little tricky.
Wait, wouldn't it be 20?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe I did that, guys. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are confused, because it means you guys are paying attention on Friday afternoon on a beautiful spring day. Thank you. Yes, it's supposed to be 2 times 10. My apologies. No wonder I confused you guys. And no wonder you thought 3 times 10. Sorry, Logan. I appreciate you correct me there. So now we'll get this right this next time around. 4 times 10, 5 times 20, 6 times 30. My apologies. Okay. So you wind up getting 140 and 320, I think. That's it. All I do. Remember, it's a 2 by 3. We're 3 by 2. If these link up, sorry, 3 by 1. Wow. I need to take a break today. Here we go. If these link up, your final answer is a 2 by 1. The outside dimensions define the product. So the product is a 2 by 1. And again, you can go to your calculator, punch it in. If you hit alpha, zoom. It does take a while to type in because you have to be somewhat meticulous when you do so. Okay, 2 by 3. So 1. And honestly, I think it'll be faster doing a handheld because I'm doing this with a mouse. 4, 5, 6. And you don't have to times them. You can just punch the next one. Times is assumed. A 3. And if you get the dimensions wrong, it's going to give you an error. So you need to be mindful about that too. 10, 20, 30. And there you go, 143.20. So pretty easy, right? Now, if it can be multiplied, we just say so. So let's do this one here. 2 by 2, the 2 by 2. Again, these problems are terribly boring. They do get more exciting later on, trust me, but these are not very fun problems. They're just very blah. But here's what you do. Row 1, row 2, C1, C2. I let the left column be the rows, the right column be the columns. So I do row 1, C1, row 1, C2, row 2, C1, row 2, C2. So what does that mean exactly? What that means, this helps me stay organized so you guys don't mess things up and really mess things up. You multiply the first row of the first column. Then you multiply the first row of the second column. And that's the first row of the first column. That's the first row of the second column. Then you do the second row, first column, second row, second column, second row, first column, second row, second column. That's what you do. So if I work it out, 6 times -9 plus -2 times 0. 6 times 1 plus -2 times -4. Then 7 times -9 plus 8 times 0. 7 times 1 plus 8 times -4. So notice 6, 6, -2, -2, 7, 7, 8, 8, -9, -9, 0, 0, 1, 1, -4, -4. So it's a very organized process. If I clean it up, I'll do it down here. I should get -54, 14, -63, and -25. Okay, I'll be totally honest with you guys. This is like the lamest problem we do all year. I really don't like teaching this, to be honest with you. But we have to do it because when we start doing more advanced problems matrices, we have to understand what the calculator is doing or what other process. We have to understand like this is the process that's happening here. So yeah, it's not the most exciting process, but we have to understand how this process works before we do more advanced problems. So again, there's a much bigger picture. We're going to see the forest through the trees. Don't worry. But for now, we just have to do it. We just have to deal with this. So in the interest of time and your sanity, we won't do example 6. I think you guys get the idea of what to do. And it can be done because the 2 by 3, the 3 by 1, that can be done. We already did something like it earlier. So we could just move on to another problem. In fact, actually, you'll like this. Example 7 cannot be done. Why not?
Oh,
yeah, they're not going to match up. You have a 2 by 2 with a 3 by 3. There's a mismatch. What's going to happen is you're multiplying this row. But here's the thing. You multiply 6 to -11, cool. -2 to 7, cool. The 7 1 would set on the terribly. So it's a mismatch. You can't do it. It's you get an error punching the calculator too. Just can't happen. So it can't be done. This last one here, that's a 3 by 1 with a 1 by 3. So those link up. You got that. Okay. -2 times 3. Actually, I should be doing this, guys. Hold on. Just be consistent here. Row 1, row 2. And honestly, when you guys get really good at this, you don't have to keep doing this. But I think for now, so row 1, C1, row 1, C2, row 1, C3. You get the idea, right? Row 2, C1, row 2, C2, row 2, C3, row 3, C1, row 3, C2, row 3, C3. So we do it. Should be pretty easy. What happens when you multiply -2 with 3? And then row 1 with C2 is -14. Row 1 with C3 is 10. Rinse and repeat. 4 times 3 is 12. 28. -20. 24. 56. And -40. That's all. So yeah, that's what we do. Again, it's incredibly lame. I'm gonna be honest, but trust me, when we get to other stuff, more advanced stuff, you'll appreciate this more. It's actually overall, I like teaching this unit. I just don't like teaching this particular topic. This is very boring. Homework's right here. The answer key I'll put up in Schoology. We do have the answer key ready. Just combine stuff. If you guys are tired and exhausted, I get it. If you guys want to wait till Monday to do this, that's totally fine. But yeah, that's it. And this will be in the final exams. We won't have a test on it. This will be part of the final. Maybe we'll do a quiz. Haven't decided when that will be yet. So yeah, that's all.